Complexity can prove that they can really beat down NaVi and do it twice.
Yeah, shake it off. You know, you got battered, stand up, whop them. We'll see. Complexity to the T side, already very quickly through the short water. They're going to hit this B site. They got nobody to their left. It's two players in Perfecto and Electronic down here on Monster. And, oh, Electronic quite blind. Catches JT at the very least, but we're looking at a 4-player post plant comfortably for Complexity. Bit and head trick coming around from Graffiti already. But what can they see? What can they find? Nobody seems to be showing face at the moment for Complexity because they put that bomb down, and now they just need to hang on. Jump spot elicits a couple peeks. Now, they saw Floppy peek from default, and Grim just shot a bullet. That's 3 players' positions confirmed. Now you just got to kill them. That's the hard part. They decide to swarm towards head trick. Knives out. And Fang will finish what Grim starts. Grim would have had more than a Mac 10 had he been allowed to second knife. But he'll let that go and die inside that smoke. JT tries to take the place of the front runner. Both the Mac 10s down with nothing. The 5-7 of Electronic, 2 kills. 5-7 of SDY, 1.
Oof, and they had no one coming up late long, so look at Fang, right? He's stuck holding this and hoping that someone peeks him.
God, what a tough spot.
Teammate in the back. Oh, man, I mean, obviously going A is just going to be pretty hard. Electron doesn't have to move. He's got a teammate beside him.
Scout shot even connects. Fang, 1 kill up close. That's it. NaVi, just one of the organizations that says, you know, Blade actually has his eyes on both rosters. And I see why. He's feeding them right into the main lineup and proving their worths. Turns out Blade knows a good CS player when he sees one. But that's an excellent grenade bouncing off at the side of short. Poor JT, down to 51 before he sees a thing. Flash behind the wood.
Hey, not too shabby. Oh, shot missed here from head trick. Holding for the stairs peak. One comes out right below it. He's got some help behind him. Interesting because they don't actually have to move in this position, and they might just think they're hunting down an opera, but they're not.
Bit keeps it nice and clean versus Grim. There's the
Wow.
connection from head trick, so his op finds
That was cool. I mean,
third.
you know, they had to understand that they still had a really good position, even though they didn't have cover behind them. Wow, what a peek. Head trick is not holding wide at all. Just a pixel.
Hang now.
Floppy doesn't give him anything.
Didn't see the player back truck. Oh, but he turns it. And there's Perfecto peeking out from Banks, so we've got a Floppy clutch in the cards. Perfecto already on the Banks dumpster. Oh, what? Floppy sees that one coming, cuts it down to just him versus SDY. Didn't catch him on that cross. Little jiggles. Pixel peeks. He gets the duel he wants, but lesser health and some die young. It's because KZ doesn't pay the bills.
Yeah, they need a sponsor.
Well, I thought maybe a foot would be spotted, but no, JT gets away with all 4 limbs, all 10 toes.
I like this call from JT. I mean, they're clearly going to set up for a full B exec in a second, but they're making sure to hold on to their default at the same time. So the walkout starts to take place. It's moving at a pretty good tempo, but the flash comes up from Perfecto, and he does a lot of damage.
Very nice indeed. Electronic sliding by, finishing what Perfecto got started. A ton of damage from Perfecto. Good supporting flash from SDY off Graffiti. And that's what they've been doing now back-to-back rounds, right? Last time it's the double peak from Electronic and Perfecto into short. This time they just do it deeper over on Monster. Both times they call out where Complexity are in fact stacking. Bit nicely timed flank, but he doesn't finish Fang. Grim hits the dirt, 10 health in the 1v2, and not fast enough to stop NaVi from finding round. It's rounded out by, they get past the deep molly quick, but connector, dangerous game to play there, Grim.
They've got Bit, though. He's kind of activated now, and head trick is still holding this. He falls back, but Bit doesn't need a babysitter.
It's so clean. Now he does turn his attention away from Grim as head trick falls back a bit, so he gets left on his own. Not quite able to skate around that corner fast enough. Still, man advantage secured thanks to Bit and some very quick rifle work. Here's the off shot from head trick, misses the mark. JT, with the double of his own, channels his inner Bit. And JT, known for his entries, goes hard into this A site. Electronic, he's got a gap to work with. JT stranded at the moment. Floppy slowly creeping in from this long B flank. And he's going to time it properly, so it seems. A little bit of space here as Electronic extends outwards, and it's Grim to end it all. So 2 kills to Grim.
He heard you.
Smoke's about to fade.
So what do you mean I back up?
Yeah, I go where?
Yeah.
Cuts down JT, so he won't be able to add another multi-kill to the tally. Not this round.
Can't find him.
Potentially going to throw Fang up onto the flower pots again.
They're kind of chilling, right? 50-second mark. No one to rescue from the bathrooms. Rifler safely back on site. Rotations are all fine. Very tough situation here for Complexity. Floppy's in an interesting spot, but his team isn't close to him. This is that beautiful setup we saw in the last rounds.
Oh, but he's turning around.
Great trade
comes
potential, yeah.
34 health left over, though, and he's pinched. Stuck between the long peak and that last bathrooms player. Perfecto, he's inside sight. Bank player doesn't see him, and he controls the spray. With so few bullets left, he gets that second kill to Fang, and that just sucks the life straight out of Complexity because Floppy's trying another one of those cheeky B to A flanks. No time for him to recover this one. Perfecto lets Fang go by, stops bomb, ends it all for Complexity.
Yeah, hard for hungry riflers.
Nice turn back. Perfecto commits to the spray, only finding the one. Fang, third man in, trades it out. SDY's back, stuck inside Graffiti. Electronic burned away into short, so that for a moment stopped Fang, but he just died with bomb inside the water. Bit keeps it quick. A second, perhaps? No, JT can't finish that one. And with SDY being able to tuck back into cover, suddenly JT feels surrounded, and he is. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. NaVi. Not quite the glorious game that they started the day with, but Floppy, his chance to recover that, and it gets shut out by Electronic. Support's there, we got the wall bangs coming through. Floppy with just too much to handle, and Bit right back at it. Complexity, no, he's never too far. But he keeps it fresh, drops bomb again. Being set up nicely. SDY's got the flashbangs for days. B site, A site, doesn't matter. His assists are all over the place. And Fang finally puts an end to the beast.
So he can die.
But never for too long.
All right. So they're showing Long a little bit of love here, which is great. I think this has been underutilized for sure on these A hits, but down in numbers is just another problem. So we'll see they do off the back of this. They've been mauling the back of dice. Fang come forward through the smoke. He does. Oh, but SDY gets to hear it all.
Yeah, he got hit by that.
I think he could have chilled in the smoke for a second.
Grim, not going to get any closer, so Halzerk looking for the 1 versus 4. Flashbangs pressuring him, 30 seconds to the clock, and he hits the first shot, critical. Goes for that bank peek, but a quick tuck from SDY keeps him out of danger. Now he's just going to rush this one outwards. Halzerk hears the run up. No scope for you, good sir. SDY.
Just didn't get the kill itself. Another great flash. Wow, these supporting flashes for Bit have been extraordinary.
SDY, baby. He's got the utility covered. That's now confirmed. A site, B site, and connector. He can do it all.
Yeah, the worst part is he plays in con and he gets out. No one kills him even leaving.
Just disappears.
You got to find him again.
Man. Vanishes like a wisp of smoke.
Yeah. And now he's setting up for a play where he can flank around Long if they leave this unchecked, and they haven't been going here a lot. Some pressure on B.
Floppy trying to do his best, feign a little presence, but catching Halzerk like that outside bathrooms is big. Bomb now in the dirt as well, so JT backs up a second. Gonna let Floppy come and join him. Trying to clear Banana from this side of it.
It's kind of floating here. I mean, he doesn't really need to be watching like this, but okay.
It's an open door for Floppy to take down a big scalp. Still, a 2 versus 5 in round 14. JT looking to get his feet onto the bomb site. Ever closer they get, and SDY and Electronic, despite Bit's inability to get one this round, it's still NaVi. It's definitely the kind of result that just wipes the smile off Complexity's face, and Electronic wipes 1.5 off of the monster push. Grim's got a double kill. They still have to deal with Perfecto inside water. He's gonna play inside this smoke with 2 kills. Maybe they let this slide. Oh no, they're looking for him. They tag him, and sure enough, Floppy ends it. Head trick from inside the heaven smoke. But Bit's gone unchecked. He's already up on short.
Let him disperse.
Grim getting off that bomb site's pretty big, or else you'd have Floppy and Halzerk just corralled between what's left of the CTs. Oof. Just a third. That's all they're fighting for. A third T round win, if possible. Head trick, nice quick scope into Halzerk. Drops down with time being limited. Tries to close this distance, and Grim, he's got the audio. All he needs. Point blank. The op just doesn't have time.
Wow.
No, sir.
NT.
Not enough. Beautiful shots from Head Trick to close out the half, but it is Grim with 3 kills. And the only thing we can really look at is Bit and his 22 kills over the course of that first half. Electronic had his moments. Head Trick had some nice clean op shots too, but it was Bit who just dominated that upper forward A site.
Seriously. It was a beautiful game from him, and full credit to his teammates for throwing a number of excellent flashes. He was everywhere all the time.
SDY gets out from Monster, but he's very much on his own. And he's got 4 CTs busy at the moment.
That's very annoying for them. Because again, you know, when someone makes these presents, you have to physically clear it. You can throw smokes and stuff, but it's not quite enough. So that ties you up for a bit.
We see that now. They just went off the flash to peek down Monster.
And meanwhile, it's a full A attack getting ready.
Yeah, poor Halzerk. He's got a lot coming at him. Fang and Grim will be the first 2 to scramble up, and Fang's already behind the truck, so a little more comfortable than Grim per se, but point blank, Bit connects with the Glock. SDY still floating around down towards B. Floppy, fond of those B flanks, but this time he falls victim 2-1. And it's man advantage here for NaVi with that compromised backline. So JT's completely out of this retake until he can deal with SDY, if he can deal with it. In the meantime, his 2 other teammates start to push out. Grim, a 1 and done, and that flank's good for 2. SDY really ends this, and with a timing on the flank. Yep, sure enough. That's a way to end it in Bit's favor. Assuming that the rest of NaVi can recover, and so far so good. They've got Halzerk pinned into the corner. He's not alone there. Grim very much next to him. Perfecto very dangerously close to these 2 CTs. Bomb gets moved along. Down long.
Oof.
And there's not much left of Halzerk. 15 health, but now they don't know about Grim. He catches him off, goes for the second in bathrooms, and Head Trick is going to keep this round alive. A 3v5 to end Complexity's chance at continuing a CT half? Maybe. It would need the 1v2 clutch, and it looks doable. Floppy, known to be on the flank, sure enough, wrapping around bathrooms, and Head Trick plants on the appropriate side of Dicebox. He's got less health.
And the smoke to make it look like he could go long. And now you can play it from CT, clear out CT, come either back to bank or go up the other side. Plant's open for him. Floppy bites on it, walks around, and Head Trick, he may have done it.
Head Trick piecing this one together. Playing with what feels like years of wisdom. Tucks it in perfectly. Floppy runs out, gets double dinked, goes down, and NaVi, salt in the wound, insult to injury, a 3v5 to close a dominant rematch.